Hey, my name BK, and welcome to Spiritual Renegade Potential Guru Channel. I'm Lil BK, and if you haven't subscribed, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. You will see lots of different things. I'm an eclectic person with all types of different things going on. If you are returning, hey, and what's up? Oh my goodness, this is my song. So we're gonna get into it just real quick. So thank you, God, Source, Lord, Universe, Spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, guardian angels, and thank you for being a part of the journey and experience with me, and for going on this ride of Earth School that we are studying for the finals to graduate from. You know. Anyway, um, I have. You're probably gonna see me look this way a lot. I've been doing writing meditations lately, and I had combined a writing meditation with a walking meditation earlier, and I just picked up on a lot of things. So I have a list of downloads that I got. I might pull some cards to clarify something if need be, but I'm feeling like there is a lot of things to talk about, so I want to make it quick. So here we go, and let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. So actually, I'm gonna just put it here because I'm also doing some music psychic things over here. I got the music, but I have it. I'm not really listening to it. I'm looking at it because YT and copyrights and loyalties and royalties and things. Anyway, so this is, let me see. Today is actually Friday, October 14th at the time of this recording, but this is timeless, and these downloads that I got and had written down were from Thursday, yesterday, October 13th. So, um, let's see, 4, 10, 13, 222 could be significant. I have a lot of numbers. 16, 139, 651, 2002, um, 114, 411. These are angel numbers. You might want to look these up and get some information on how that applies to you. I also saw 822 and 288. The number is 144, 49, which is 7 7, 7 times 7. 21, which is 7 3, and 2021, 187 and 117 and 107 could be significant. We'll get those. We'll get there when we get there. So, let's see. I guess, and these are in no particular order, but something might come out of this with these downloads. And again, like I said, I will clarify possibly with some cards if need be as we go through. So, let's see. I got 16 shots, 13 candles, um, 9 lives, 5 golden rings, and 1 wish. And in that, I'm feeling like in reading it now, it's kind of representing some tarot cards because I'm seeing like the Hierophant, the Justice, the Tower, and the King, not the King, the Knight of Wands, along with, what is that? Again, the Justice with the Temperance, the Tower. Um, I'm seeing the Star card with that. And also, okay, that's it for that. And then 9 lives. That's a very Taurus like, but also like Queen of Wands, like Page of Pentacles. No, not Page of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Um, and just like, I just heard devil energy. I don't know why people associate cats with evil, but whatever. 5 golden rings. That's definitely giving me sun card energy, star card energy. Um, the wheel. Um, and that's about it. And then the one wish I'm definitely seeing is like all the aces. So Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. All of those. Friday the 13th, I got that in the download, and maybe Friday the 13th of 2002 or 2021 could be significant. I think we actually did have like two Friday the 13th last year. Yep. Um, Jill Scott, that might be significant. You know, the Jill Scott is my lady. Um, because I heard something about a long walk, um, the way you love, and something about haters. Is something about somebody feeling guilty because I heard the song Shame, and something about a secret admirer, or just knowing that someone is infatuated with someone else because I heard he loves me, Lizelle in E flat. Speaking of Lizelle, so I also got the energy of lawyers, and that could be like the Hierophant type energy, the justice, the judgment, which is usually like the Wheel of Fortune, kinda like da na 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 da na na na. Like, what will you get? Spin the wheel. I heard lawyer, lawyer, Leo, and Medea energy. I don't know why that was so. And Leo and Medea. Um, yeah, I don't know. But the Medea movies, Tyler Perry. Um, I just heard Black Empires and like the show Empire, and then I'm seeing like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Um, then I got like Disney vibes. Well, not even Disney vibes, just shows from back in the day, I guess you could say now at this point. But I saw That's So Raven. You know, it's the future I can see, even though it's so mysterious to me. You know, and then I seen some other shows. It's funny because I got a reading from someone shortly after I did my meditation, and I knew that these were valid downloads because a lot of those same themes were reiterated. You know, I wrote it, then I heard it, and now I'm saying it for myself. So, the show I'm seeing, I didn't write this one down, but I'm getting this download of that one show with Steve Urkel, something something. Family Matters, Family Matters, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. So, family could be significant at this time for whatever reason. You know, family's always wonderful and important and necessary. And, you know, when you have a good, positive, you know, supportive family dynamic that is something that, you know, uplifts and builds and heals and makes you comfortable, it's a place for you where you can always be yourself, be your best self, and it's a home that you always have to come back to. You know, a house is not a home. A home is, they say home is where the heart is, but a home is, they say a lot of things about home. I just heard home is where the Wi-Fi connects automatically. Um, but yeah, home is where you can put those things that are closest to your heart, and you should be able to feel comfortable with those things being there, and you should feel comfortable there. That's not always the case, but that's the download that I got. But I also got a different world, because this place and where we at is a different world from where we come from. You know, it's a whole like, and I kind of also heard with that like this is a paradigm shift, like shift in timelines, jump in dimensions, like we're in a whole different space and matrix of like, okay, so for example, like the Matrix movies, from the first Matrix to the last Matrix, was which was like the fourth or fifth Matrix movie. Um, in the first one, there was a certain type of matrix with certain types of rules, certain types of people, and the way to get out of the matrix was always the same. But consider it like the old matrix, which in that version was supposed to be like the sixth iteration of the matrix. Um, it was a lot like I just literally heard it was a simpler time. Like things were easier back in the day. And then the last Matrix movie, which was I think called Resurrections, was basically spoiler alert. Like Neo being awakened again, and you know, um, realizing all the Matrix things and all of that, and having to do the same thing that was done before, but in a type of Matrix that was a lot more new and advanced and modernized and had been, you know, recreated many, many times since the last time he saw the Matrix. And it's just like now we're in this same we have the same mission is what I just heard. We have the same mission, but the rules of the game have changed a little bit. They might be a little more complicated, and that's only because you've risen to a level where you're able to, deal with more complex challenges in life. I think I said that right. Um, I also heard, or whatever, what came to me, um, where's Waldo? Like, and that was like a gang stalking reference. Like, somebody has like fallen off the map, has went into like hermit mode, is like keeping to self and not really associating with people. And at this time and after so long, like now people are like wondering, like, where's Waldo? Um, have you seen so and so? Like, um, let's get together and try to find blah blah blah. And so somebody could be, and I'm not trying to make anybody paranoid, but somebody could have a group of people that's keeping tabs on them. And 1244 when I said that, so I kind of heard that, and that was confirmation. But not only does someone have a group of people keeping tabs on them, but it could be different small groups of people, and for different reasons from different, like it could be somebody could be being watched by the police, and also their friends are looking for them, and also I just heard loan shark. Like a lot of things could be going on right now. um Something about a black van, and I just heard with tinted windows, and a white car also with tinted windows could be significant. That could have something to do with these people keeping tabs on something. Um, I got blackout, and I think that has to do with the fact that we're coming towards like the end of eclipse season, which is like, well, it's really all year. An eclipse can happen at any time, and the blood moons and the void moons are basically eclipses. So we get those pretty often. But there's some eclipses coming up, and I just got this image of I'm such a whatever you want to call it. But there's this show. It's a cartoon called Avatar: The Last Airbender, and in one episode of this particular show, because it was about a 112-year-old boy who was like preserved and frozen and lost in through time and space in a ball of ice for 100 years, and then waking up, um, has to come to the realization that, well, one, he's still 12, but two, there's been a war that's been going on for the last 100 years, and he's the only person that can stop it. So yeah, it's crazy. It was supposed to be a children's show. Um, in one episode, the Avatar, the little 12-year-old boy, and his friends, his team of other I guess you could say like superpowered people, were planning to try to end this war by basically taking out the dictator, the Hitler of the Avatar world, the Fire Lord. And the way that they were going to do that is by utilizing the energy of a solar eclipse, because the Fire Lord, fire energy, had the ability to, manipulate fire, but their powers came from the energy of the sun, and without the sun, the firebenders could not, use their fire magic. So the Avatar and his people mapped out, did some astronomy type things, and was looking out to doing calendars and calculations and things, and figured out when the next solar eclipse would be, which is like a blackout. The sun is completely covered, and it gets real dark. And was gonna wait until that time of there is no exposure to the sun, so the firebenders have no power to, go in and do what needed to be done. Um, so, and I kind of heard the purge, like literally, like, so there was a blackout in my area not too long ago, and I don't know why it had crossed my mind and I had said this in my head, but as soon as I noticed that there was no power, I said to myself, "Oh crap, the purge has officially begun. They is about to come get us." But no, that was just me being silly. Also, the elders, the ancestors, the ascended masters, those that came before you, your whole lineage, and just I just heard your forefathers could be important. Somebody needs to tap into that, because there could be messages and insights, wisdom to come from that, or just somebody's team is wanting them to show a little more gratitude for the help and support, guidance and protection that they receive. And all you have to do to do that, is, well, it's different for different types and groups of people, but meditate on it. Like I was just talking to somebody yesterday, because they had, I could see their spirit team was behind them, working with them a lot, but like they all had their arms crossed, and had these irritated looks on their face, like this person is in a way kind of slightly ungrateful, because they don't give us no credit and don't talk to us at all, and whoop, whoop, and we got all these messages, like they just ignore us. And so I was telling that person, it's a lot of ways to honor your ancestors, and I just got this download, so I want to add this. One of the biggest and best ways to honor your ancestors and your team is to live life fully and enjoy it, but also use this life that you have to do something with it, and move forward, move your family forward in, I guess, in the spectrum of doing well in life, and all the things that you have to work for going through life, and lessons that are learned, and all that good stuff. And then also, I just heard somebody's ancestors are waiting to present them with like this new supernatural, mystical, spiritual ability. Could be anything, it's not my business, but um and their team basically is getting impatient, getting ready to, at this point, say, we'll just give this gift to somebody else in the family, because this person is not connecting with their team. But something is going to happen in a dream. Somebody's going to see somebody that they know, possibly don't know, and you know what, that's a tricky subject that I'm not going to get into right now, but somebody is going to get some communication from somebody in their family in a dream. And part of that communication is going to be this spiritual upgrade and ascension and evolution of, here's this new gift and ability, here's how to use it wisely, but make sure you use it, and do it for the right reasons and the right ways. And yeah, it's coming for somebody. Could have something to do with the full moon that either we just left or are about to go into in the next like 4 weeks or so. And it could also have something to do, I think that is the next like lunar eclipse day too. So who knows? Um, I got a download about Tom and Jerry, cat and mouse games, like runner chaser type energy and mousetrap. Um, so that could be like following energy. It could be like stalking energy. Um, it could be like two people like going back and forth, like playing phone tag or like um, mirroring each other in the way that they have the same feelings, but go about it in different ways. And while one person is trying to connect with the other person, that person is being flighty. And then once, it stops, the chaser stops chasing, things die down for a second, then the other person gets some type of inclination that makes them want to now be the chaser instead of the runner. So now they're going back and trying to connect with the other person. It's just like a back and forth type of thing. It could also be somebody is being like, um, what do they call that? Like being cased. Somebody is being cased. Like people are being, and this goes kind of back to that gang stalking energy, and I feel like that's so Raven has a lot to do with discernment, not just clairvoyance, but and shenanigans. But this mousetrap energy, I feel like somebody is being protected from some type of setup or trap that somebody is trying to set for them. And part of the protection is the person trying to set the trap is going to mess around and catch themselves up in their own trap. But that's neither here nor there. We already did the numbers. I got a download about the switch up, shifty energy, and changing vibes. So I kind of feel like that's that changing seasons, changing signs. It could be realizing that, oh damn, I forgot. Turn up the music, turn it up louder. Turn up the music, I need it in my life, yeah. Oh wow, and the song is Love by Destiny's Child. Okay, I think that's, no, I need to see the lyrics because I was thinking the song Through With Love. Oh, it's a love song. Well, oh, okay. Yeah, that's wonderful. Um, but with this, I kind of got like somebody is realizing like that they was dealing with some people that was not exactly who they said they were, or did something that like showed their true character. Um, it could be a lot of things that just seem like suspicious around you at this time with that shifty energy. And with changing vibes, I got this like flash of that's like a self love, self appreciation, like getting yourself out of a bad energy by internally, raising your frequency by doing, there's a lot of ways you can do that. But I'm really hearing grounding is one of the biggest things, especially in this air energy vibes time that we're going through. But it's also more so a message of don't let anybody. What is it? I'm hearing a song. Um, Ain't nobody take me down. No, can't nobody hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. I can't remember the other words, but I heard that. Um, the full moon in Aries energy is still here and present. That's still going to be around for probably like the next day, day and a half or so. And even though the energy is very present, at this time we're going through a waning gibbous moon in Taurus. So, and in astrology, and this is something I've learned about natal charts, but because of the fact that the moon is in Taurus for everybody right now, it kind of applies to everybody. But the moon in Taurus is supposed to be the best placement because Tauruses are supposed to be like stable, grounded and slow moving, and the moon moves pretty quickly. It moves through all the signs every 24 to 28 days. And so with the Taurus moon type energy, it's like you feel the feels, you feel all the feels, but you really only focus on, because Tauruses can be stubborn and only want what they want, only focus on what you like and what feels good to you. And then those other feelings, you're able to kind of, I wouldn't say dust off or ignore, but there's like a gauge for those other feelings. And they don't pop up and be expressed in negative ways unless that trigger or that gauge has hit that point where it's just like, okay, now I have to show 'em how I feel. But with Taurus moon energy, it's like you can always see how a person really feels because based on the actions and the themes, and the way that they go about things. Um, it's also a very Venus type energy, and Libra season is a very Venus type season. So this could be, I just heard warning: be wary of self deception, greed, and um, I just heard like hedonism, like that. I just want to sit back and be lazy and enjoy all the pleasures of life, and just that's it. I don't want to do nothing else. Um, don't let all this feel good, spicy, fun, sexy, desirous. That's not a word. Um, Venus energy get you to a place where you are in the looking for gratification, end up doing something that you might regret. Um, Come Through is playing by Ella May and Her. That's so interesting because I actually have one of my downloads. It literally says Ella May songs because I heard a lot of different things with that. Um, I got this channeled message about, and this is like a seasonal, this is an astronomy, astrology type of thing, but the autumnal equinox is, coming up, and um, that is important because there are two there are two equinoxes. That's the spring equinox, and that's really like when days start getting brighter and warmer, and the waters are really start melting everywhere so that things can start growing in the name of spring, and that new life energy. The autumnal equinox is the opposite, and it more so deals with the releasing, the reaping of the seeds that were sown. It's like a very karma energy because the day of the autumnal equinox is actually the day with the least amount of sunlight, right? So the spring equinox is the day with the most amount of sunlight, and that's about bringing light and clarity and illumination to everything. The autumnal equinox is like the first day of the darkest days of the year, because we also have 30 minutes. We also have these two other events called solstices, and the solstices are the one is the longest day of the year, like just the actual longest day of the year, and the other is the shortest day of the year. Um, and that's the summer solstice and the winter solstice. So with the spring equinox, that's the sunniest, brightest day, and then the summer solstice is a very bright day, but also the longest day, the day with, you know, I guess really like the longest day of the year. I don't know any other way to put that. Um, and then you have the autumnal equinox, which is the darkest day, going into the winter solstice, which is the shortest day of the year. So it's like it's the coldest, darkest day, and it's just a polarity thing. But and I thank you for sticking through with me through that. That was tough for both of us. But I got the download with with the autumnal equinox or the fall equinox. Darker days and longer nights are coming. And with that being said, that's really an energy of it's really about to be karma season, because a lot of things were done in the dark before, and in the light of summertime and warmth and fun and playtime, school was out and all that good stuff. We were able to do a lot more. And now, with this energy coming in, it's about to be Halloween. That's Scorpio season energy, and then going into towards the holidays. This is a time where, like, here are the results of all the tests that you had to take recently, and here's what happens when you pass or fail those tests, type of thing. So that could allude to like the dark night of the soul, because I did get that energy as well. And let me see, I talked about the winter solstice.